The story of Masouda, the daughter of the ogre. Once upon a time, in a small village far away, there lived two brothers. The older brother was rich. He had many fields and many animals. But his heart was hard. He was not kind. The younger brother was poor. He had no land and no animals. But he had a good and beautiful wife. She was his treasure. The wife of the poor man worked in the house of the rich brother. The wife of the rich brother was jealous of her beauty. She gave her hard work and treated her badly. At the end of every day, she said with a cold laugh, "Ha ha, take the wheat grains from the floor, that is your pay." The poor woman picked up the grains even when her hands bled from the thorns. She stayed patient. Every night she prayed, "God, give us food. God, protect us from harm." Many months passed. The poor couple stayed patient for their children. They had little food and no nice clothes. Every evening, the rich brother showed his power. He said to his brother, "Without me, you and your children would die of hunger." The poor brother stayed silent, but his heart was full of pain and anger. One day, the poor man said to his wife, "My dear, I cannot stay here. My brother hurts me every day. I will leave. Maybe God will guide me to a better life." He kissed his children, hugged his wife. He left his home with a small bag of food. His heart was heavy. He walked all day. At night, he reached a dark forest. The trees were tall. The branches covered the sky. He could not see the stars. He tried to find a way out, but he was lost. The forest was silent and scary. He sat down and cried. Suddenly, he saw a girl in a black dress running fast between the trees. He was surprised. He called her, but she did not stop. She disappeared. He said to himself, "Maybe she knows the way out. I will follow her." He followed the girl and reached a big, dark palace. Owls cried from the windows. The man was afraid. He thought, maybe this girl is a ghost. But then he said, "I am poor. I have nothing to lose. If I die, maybe my wife will marry a kind man, and my children will live." He took a stick, made a small fire, and pushed the door. The door opened with a loud sound. Inside, he saw a big hall full of treasures. In the corner, a pot was boiling. The smell of meat filled the air. He went near the pot. Suddenly, a voice came. "You must be very hungry. You do not even look at the gold and silver." The man turned around. It was the girl from the forest. She smiled. Her teeth were sharp, like an animal. She said, "Do not be afraid. My name is Masouda. I am not like my mother, the ogre. Sit, eat, and tell me your story." The man ate. The meat was from a sheep, not from people. He told Masouda about his cruel brother and his poor wife. Masouda cried when she heard his story. She said, "Listen to me. Outside this room, there is a long corridor with 7 doors. Open only the 7th door. Take some silver. Do not open the other doors. When you leave, never come back. Do you promise?" The man said, "Yes, I promise." The man walked into the corridor. He saw 7 doors. He wanted to look inside, but he remembered Masouda's words. He opened the 7th door. The room was full of silver. He filled a small bag, only 1/4 full, and left. Masouda smiled. She said, "You are not greedy. You took only what you need. If you had taken too much, my mother would have killed you. Go now and live well." She showed him the way out of the forest. The man walked until morning. He reached the town market. He sold some silver and bought a donkey, 10 goats, and much food. When he returned home, his children ran to him, shouting, "Father, we are hungry." He said with tears, "Now you will eat and be full." His wife was shocked when she saw the goats and food. He told her the whole story. They started a new life. They bought land, planted wheat, and sold cheese and milk in the market. They became rich, but they stayed kind and thankful. The rich brother's wife asked him, "Where is your brother? Why does he not visit us? Maybe he is rich now." The rich brother laughed. "He will always be poor." But one day, his wife saw the palace of her brother-in-law. She told her husband. The rich brother became jealous. He went to his poor brother and said kind words. But then he locked his children and said, "Tell me your secret, or you will not see your children again." The poor man was silent, but his wife told the story. The next morning, the rich brother took 2 big bags and went to the forest. He reached the palace. Massuda met him. He lied and said, "I am poor. Please help me." Massuda said kindly, "Go to the corridor. Open only the 7th door. Take silver. Do not open the other doors." The rich man went quickly. He opened the 7th door and saw silver. He filled his bags, but he was not happy. He wanted more. He opened another door. Inside was gold. He emptied his bags of silver and filled them with gold. Then he opened another door. He found emeralds. He changed his bags again. Then another door. Diamonds! He filled his bags again. He kept opening doors, one after another. At midnight, he opened the last door. Inside was only wheat. He became angry, but then he heard a loud voice. "A human in my palace. I will eat him." It was Massuda's mother, the ogre. The man dropped his bags and ran. The ogre killed his donkey. He ran all night until his feet bled. When he reached home, he had nothing. His wife left him. He was alone. He went to his brother's house. The poor brother, now rich, welcomed him. He gave him food and a place to sleep. The wife of the kind brother said, "Yesterday he made us suffer. Today he serves us. Greed destroys, but patience and kindness are the true treasure." And so the poor brother lived in peace with his family, thankful for God's gifts.
The rich brother lost everything because his heart was full of greed.